Jungkook was tapping fast, his sharp eyes focused on the screen. The ticking sound of the wall clock filled the quiet office. The morning light peeked through the big glass windows. He looked calm, cold, and serious as always. "Come in," Jungkook said without looking. His manager slowly stepped in, holding a file. "Good morning, sir." "Where's the sales report?" Jungkook asked in a deep tone. "It's with Van." She said she had some doubts and wanted to check it once more. Jungkook stopped tapping and finally looked up. "Where is Van?" The manager smiled nervously. "I think she must be sleeping soundly after enjoying the party yesterday." The manager froze. He realized what he had just said. "Party?" He gulped. Jungkook's eyes narrowed. "Party?" The manager panicked, shut his eyes tightly and tried to smile. "Oh, I mean nothing serious, sir. Just a small maybe. I heard wrong." "Didn't she take a sick leave?" Jungkook asked, voice sharp. The manager looked like he might faint. "Sir, I mean it was just a birthday party. She didn't mean harm." "She lied to me." Jungkook's voice turned, ice cold. The manager tried again. "Sir, maybe she was scared to ask for a party leave, so—" "Stop." Jungkook raised his hand. He clenched his fist. His jaw tightened. "Lying. I can't tolerate lies, not even once," he muttered to himself. "I would have allowed it if she just asked, but she lied. That's disrespect." He looked at the manager. "Call her. Ask her to come to the office now." The manager's hands trembled. "Yes, sir." He bowed quickly and rushed out of the room. Jungkook stared at his screen, but his fingers didn't move. His eyes had turned cold, full of disappointment. You sat on your bed in your pajamas, head tied in a messy bun. You looked tired and pale. The thermometer beeped. "You not one?" You gasped. "Oh no, I really got a fever." You held your head. It was aching badly. Just then your phone buzzed. Your best friend Ria was calling. "Hello, Ria," you answered with a weak voice. "Hey, sleepyhead, I just called to check. Are you ready for office?" You sighed. "No, I got real fever today." Ria gasped. "Wait, what? Are you serious?" "Yeah. The fever I faked yesterday came true," you said with a weak laugh. Ria laughed too. Karma hit you fast. Before he could reply, another call came. Manager calling. You looked at the screen. "Ria, I'll call you back. Manager is calling me again and again." You ended Ria's call and answered the manager. "Hello, sir. Van, CEO wants you in the office right now," he said, sounding stiff. "What? But sir, I really have a fever today. Enough of your dramas. Come immediately." He snapped and cut the call. You stared at the phone in shock. "What's going on?" You mumbled. You quickly called Ria back. "Ria, something is wrong. Manager just called and said Jungkook wants me in office now." I told him I really have fever, but he shouted. "What? But why would he react like that?" "I don't know," he said, worried. Ria paused. "Wait, did someone find out you went to the party?" Your eyes widened. Maybe someone saw my Insta story." "Fine." Ria sighed. You shook your head. "I think I have to go. I can't risk losing my job." "Yeah, just go. Maybe take medicine on the way," Ria said. You nodded. "Okay, I'll freshen up fast." You ended the call and dragged yourself out of bed. You stood in front of the mirror. Your eyes were dull, your cheeks were flushed with fever. You quickly washed your face, brushed your teeth, and tied your hair neatly. I look like a zombie today. You whispered you changed into a simple shirt and black pants. Your legs felt weak, but you pushed yourself. You grabbed one apple from the fridge and took a small bite, at least something in my stomach. You looked around for your medicine but couldn't find it. I'll buy it on the way. You checked your bag, laptop, charger, tissues. You slowly stepped outside, locking the door behind you. Please, God, don't let him shout too much, you whispered. Jungkook was still staring at the screen, but his thoughts were with you. He remembered your smile, the way you nervously asked for sick leave. Such a simple girl, why did she lie? He thought. He hated lies. Ever since his past betrayal, he had zero tolerance for dishonesty. Now she poked my weak spot, he whispered. She needs to learn a lesson. He took a deep breath and continued working. But deep down, a part of him hoped maybe there is more to this story. You finally reached the office. Your head was heavy and your legs felt weak. You wiped the sweat from your forehead and walked slowly. As you entered the elevator, your hand went to your bag. Oh no, you whispered to yourself. You checked your side pocket, front pocket, everywhere. I forgot the medicine. You sighed but didn't stop. It's okay, I'll take it later. The elevator door opened on the top floor. CEO floor. You walked towards the Jungkook's cabin and saw your manager standing outside looking nervous. Fine, finally, he said softly. Jungkook sir is very angry. He already asked about the... You swallowed hard. I'm scared. I told you he doesn't tolerate lies. I didn't mean to slip wine. It was a mistake, he whispered. You gave a small nod. Let's just get it over with. You turned to Jungkook's cabin, took a deep breath, and knocked. Come in, came his cold voice. You and the manager stepped in. Jungkook sat in his leather chair wearing a black shirt, sleeves rolled up. He was calm, but his eyes were cold and sharp. So when he began staring directly into your eyes. How is your fever? You gave a small nod. I'm better, sir. You took a sick leave yesterday because of fever, right? Yes, sir. Jungkook raised his brows. Really? You felt your heart thumping? I thought you were partying last night. Your eyes quickly shifted to the manager. He looked away, guilt in his eyes. You started. Why would I go to a party, sir? I really wasn't well. I even went to the hospital. Jungkook leaned back in his chair. Without speaking, he picked up his phone and threw it hard on the edge of the table. It stopped right in front of you. Is this a hospital? He asked coldly. Your eyes widened as you saw a video playing. It was you laughing, dancing, holding a mocktail in a fancy club. You froze. Your lips moved slowly. This video, Jungkook's voice rose. Don't lie again. You looked at the manager. He whispered a guilty sorry. Jungkook stood up, his voice strong and angry now. I could have given you leave if you had asked, but you lied. I'm really sorry, sir, you said softly. He didn't listen. You have pending work. The deadline was 1 week, but now I want it all one day, every single file. He said, walking closer to you. Sir, please, I have fever today. I didn't take medicine. I don't care. He cut you off. Leave this cabin, both of you, and start working. You lowered your head and whispered, Yes, sir. You and the manager quietly stepped out. Outside the manager's side, I messed up. I didn't mean to expose the party thing. You shook your head. No, it's okay. I should not have lied. It's my fault. You entered your small, neat cabin. Being Jungkook's secretary for 3 years, it was more spacious than others. You sat down, your hands trembling. The fever was slowly getting worse. Your head throbbed, your back ached, but you remembered Jungkook's cold eyes. I have to work, I can't let him down more. You opened your laptop and pulled out the sales files. You started typing, calculating, organizing everything. Hours passed. Your hands moved slowly, but you didn't stop. Suddenly, you got a message from Jungkook. Meeting with sales team 2 p.m. Be there. You held your head. I'm already dizzy. Still, you stood up and walked towards the meeting room. Inside, Jungkook stood near the whiteboard. The sales team was seated. You sat in your chair, trying hard to stay awake. Jungkook started speaking, so the second quarter, but your eyes were ringing, your body was burning, your eyes closed slowly. Suddenly, a loud thud on the table. You jumped, gasping. Jungkook was staring at you. "Van," he shouted. "Are you even listening to me?" You quickly nodded, embarrassed. "Sorry, sir, I'm listening. Better be focused," he said and continued. You lowered your head. "I didn't mean to sleep. I just..." Everyone started leaving the room. You also stood up. "Why stay back?" Jungkook said. You turned slowly. "Yes, sir." He stared at you. "You have never acted like this in the last 3 years. I'm disappointed." You looked down, feeling your eyes burn. "I don't understand what's happening to you," he continued. "Lying, sleeping during meetings, this isn't you." You whispered. "I'm really sorry, sir. I'll finish the work." "Make sure you do," he said and turned away. You left the room. Heart felt heavy. You sat again. Your body had no strength. You were shivering. Your eyes were closing again and again. But your fingers didn't stop typing. "I won't give up, not today." You held your head and whispered, "I just need to finish this." You had no medicine, no energy, only guilt, and a cold CEO who had never been thus disappointed in you. The clock showed 11:42 p.m. The office was dark and silent except for the soft hum of your computer in your cabin. Your fingers were barely moving over the keyboard, your head heavy, and your eyes watery from the burning. "But still, I have to prove myself," you whispered to yourself. "It was my fault. I lied, but I'm not responsible." Your forehead dropped slightly as you blinked slowly. Just few more files. At the same time, Jungkook, dressed in his black coat and holding his scar case, was walking down the hallway towards the elevator. He stopped suddenly when he saw light coming from your cabin. "Why, she's still here," he thought and walked towards your cabin. As he got closer, he saw you slumped on your chair, eyes barely open, face pale, hair messy, and your fingers trembling over the keyboard. He entered the room immediately. "Wine," he said, surprised. You looked up weakly. "Sir, you're still here?" "I should be asking you that. Why haven't you gone home?" You looked at your screen. "You told me to finish everything before leaving." Jungkook paused. His heart sank a little. "I didn't think you would actually stay back like this." "I didn't mean it like this," he said, walking closer. "It's okay, you can leave now." You shook your head slowly. "I have to finish. I want to finish." Jungkook looked at you carefully now. Your lips were dry, your skin was pale, and there was sweat on your forehead. Something was definitely wrong, Ryan, he said gently. You smiled weakly. "I'm okay, sir, just tired." Without another word, Jungkook held your wrist to make you stand up. "Come on, go home. I'll call the driver." But as soon as his hand touched yours, he froze. "Your hand is burning," he said in shock. You really have fever?" You tried to get up and say something. "Sir, I..." But your body gave up. You collapsed forward right onto his chest. Ryan, Jungkook shouted, catching you immediately. He was shocked. His arms held you tightly. Ryan, wake up. He patted your cheek gently. You didn't move. You were unconscious. His breath got heavy. No, 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 please. Without wasting another second, Jungkook picked you up in his arms and rushed to his private hidden cabin, a place no one knew about except his close staff. He gently placed you on the sofa cum bed, pulling a soft blanket over you, but your body was still burning. He quickly grabbed his phone and called his personal doctor. Dr. Min, it's Jungkook. Wine fainted. She has a high fever. Please come now. Dr. Min replied, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Meanwhile, check her temperature. Jungkook picked the thermometer from his drawer and placed it under your tongue. After a minute, it beeped. 103, he whispered, his eyes wide. Damn. Dr. Min on call said, start wiping her body with wet cloth. Keep her cool until I reach. He didn't wait. He grabbed a bowl filled with cold water and brought a clean towel. He sat next to you, dipped the towel, and started wiping your arms, neck. I'm sorry, Wine, he whispered, voice shaking. I didn't know. He placed another wet cloth on your forehead and continued, I thought you lied to escape work. I didn't let you speak. He said, guilt pouring from his heart. I made you work like hell. I was blind. He held your hand softly. I always had feelings for you, but I never said it because I didn't want to mix work and emotions. But seeing you like this, unconscious, weak, suffering. He closed his eyes. I'm sorry. Just then the doctor arrived. She checked your vitals, gave you an injection, and handed over medicine to Jungkook. She'll be fine in an hour. Dr. Min said, let her rest and give her these medicines. Thank you, doctor, Jungkook said softly. Once she left, Jungkook sat beside you again. He held your hand gently. He wiped your face with another wet cloth and changed the one on your forehead. I was too cold to you, too strict, he whispered, but I was just afraid of losing control. Afraid you might not like someone like me. You slowly opened your eyes. The room was dimly lit. You turned your head slightly. Jungkook, sir, you whispered, voice dry. Jungkook looked at you immediately. His eyes welled up. He leaned down and suddenly hugged you tight. You were shocked. Was this real? Was he really hugging you? You noticed his eyes were red. His voice was soft but shaky. Vine, I was so scared. I thought something bad happened to you. You blinked slowly. What happened? You fainted. Your fever was 103, he said. Doctor came and gave you injection. You were unconscious for an hour. You touched your forehead. I really had fever. Jungkook looked at you, eyes filled with guilt. I'm sorry, Vine. I didn't listen to you. I made you overwork. I thought you lied about the fever. I was angry and harsh. You smiled a little. It's okay. I also lied yesterday. I should have been honest. He held your hand tighter. I'm still sorry. You nodded gently. Let's forgive each other. He smiled for the first time softly. Can I say something? He asked, voice low. You looked at him. Yes, I like you, Vine. I have liked you for a long time, but I never said it because I didn't want to ruin your peace or your career. You looked at him surprised. Your eyes met his for a cold seal like him. This confession was unexpected but heart-touching. I noticed you used to wait for me outside during heavy rain. You bought me my favorite coffee without asking. He smiled. So you knew? I knew, but I wasn't sure if it was real love. You nodded. Jungkook leaned closer and kissed your cheek gently. It's real, Vine, I promised, then blushed softly. Then I like you too. His eyes sparkled and he hugged you again, warmer this time. Later, Jungkook helped you sit up gently. Wait here. I'll make something for you. You cook? You laughed weakly. He smirked. I may be a cold CEO, but I can cook basic stuff. Thank you for watching.